Okay, hi. I'm making my first vlog, and yeah, exciting. I feel like I should be titling this "Baby's First Vlog," although it's really creepy. But it just explains how I feel about the internet. I feel like the internet is the progression of how much shame you can lose over time. Okay, so the first thing I did on the internet was get an AOL Instant Messenger screen name, and that was amazing. I was like, you can send messages to each other like automatically. It's like talking, but I don't have to talk. And so it was just like amazing. As a little 14-year-old, I was like, oh my god, this is how I can avoid talking to people but still make enough human contact so I don't go crazy like those people in solitary confinement. And so that was amazing. And then I was really hesitant to get a MySpace because in school they teach you that they used to teach you anyway, that MySpace was the devil, and they were like, have you ever seen To Catch a Predator? They're always on MySpace. And I'm like, that's true. I've seen every episode religiously, and they are always on MySpace. So of course it made me want to get one. So I signed up for one, and I loved it. I thought it was the greatest thing in the world. I mean, it was its own entity. It had every kind of person. It was hilarious. You could write bulletins. It was just, you could customize your profile. My profile was so embarrassing. Like, it was so embarrassing. I'm not even going to describe it to you. Just picture like 14-year-old me in my emo phase. That's what my MySpace profile looked like. And then then everyone was pressuring me to get a Facebook, and I was like, what the hell is that? It sounds really scary and weird, because it's like a book of faces. And then I got one, and it was horrifying, and I hated it beyond all comprehension, and I still do. The only thing I do on it is talk to Tom and get requests from assholes from Sims Social. They're like, help me get a burqa or something. I'm like, I'm not gonna help you. Like, what? I don't know why I said a burqa, like what? Okay. Then I got a Tumblr because my friend got one, and she was like really into the hipster thing, and I was like, and it was like back in the Where the Wild Things Are days. Remember when everyone was really obsessed with Where the Wild Things Are, and it was like Urban Outfitters had an own clothing line dedicated to Where the Wild Things Are, and I always thought it was like a shitty ass book because I'm cool, but I thought it was so cool because I hated Where the Wild Things Are. And she liked it, and then I got a Tumblr, and I was like, okay, if my friend likes this, I guess I'll give it a try. And then I got a Tumblr, and my life changed. And I don't know if it was a good thing or not, because, okay, I joined Tumblr 3 years ago, which is terrifying, because I was 15. I was 15. Like, that is depressing when you think about how much time I've wasted on this website. Like, it wasn't wasted, but, yes, I've spent a lot of time on this website, and so the first thing I did, my first screen name was Lego Star Wars with a Z, which isn't embarrassing. Okay, and so all I posted on it was pictures of Kristen Stewart, who was like my idol and still kind of is, and Lego Star Wars screen caps, and text posts about pizza. So that was my blog, and I had like 100 followers. I don't know how I even, like, it's not like, oh, I only had 100 followers. Like, I don't know how I had that many at that point. So, yeah. And then what happened was I waited a year to post a picture of myself because, you know, people kept bothering me about it. They're like, what do you look like? I'm like, oh. So my insecure 16-year-old self, I think I was 16, I posted a picture of myself, and it didn't get any notes except 1 or 2 from Kyler, and he was like, you know, he's always commenting on my photos, like, no matter what, and his parents are divorced, so they live in one lives in California and one lives in New Jersey, so I don't know how, like, even though the time zone has changed, he still manages to always like and comment on my photo, and it's amazing. Like, I really respect that too. So that happened, and then like a couple months later I started becoming kind of a fashion blog, I guess. I don't know, I'm still not, I mean, like Okay. Gemma wanted me to do an audio posting Australia. That Gemma. And so I did. I said, Australia or something like that. Like, yeah, awful. And then the only person who liked it was Gemma and Scott, my Australian fans from the beginning. And then I made a video of me staring at the screen, not talking, and just being creepy. And that was not an exaggeration. That's how I look 90% of the time, except not with flattering webcam lighting and not in black and white. But other than that, I look exactly like that, like 90% of the time. So now I'm making a vlog, and it's just like, I don't know what else I can do now, like leak nudes or something. Like, no one wants to see that, so like, I don't know. Like, this is the final frontier of, you know, vlogging, and it's just... I'm seeing Taylor Swift, and I was like, I have nothing to do while I'm waiting, so I'm gonna make a vlog.